Hey Taurus, welcome back to the channel. I just sat down with my deck because I kept feeling this pull to do a reading specifically about your marriage energy. And wow, the cards that came through are something else. So today we are going to talk about who you will end up marrying and the timing around this connection, because the universe really wants you to know some things right now. Before we get into the cards, I just want to say that this reading is meant to give you clarity and hope about this area of your life. Marriage is such a significant thing, and I know many of you have been wondering about this person, about when they will show up, about what this partnership will actually look like. So let me just shuffle here, and we are going to dive straight into what the cards are revealing about your future spouse and this timing. All right, so the first card I pulled is the Nine of Wands, and I have to tell you, this card showing up first is actually really telling me something important about where you are right now in your journey towards meeting this person. The Nine of Wands is that energy of someone who has been through battles, someone who has faced challenges and is still standing but maybe feeling a little bit guarded, a little bit protective of their heart. And Taurus, I think this is exactly where you are right now, or where you have been recently. This card is showing me that you have been through some difficult experiences in love. Maybe you have had your heart broken before. Maybe you have been disappointed by people who you thought were going to be your person, but they turned out not to be. And because of these experiences, you have built up some walls. You are protective now. You are careful. You are not just going to let anyone into your heart because you have learned the hard way that not everyone deserves to be there. And honestly, I do not blame you at all. These defenses you have built, they were necessary. They protected you when you needed protection. But here is what the Nine of Wands is also telling me about your future spouse. This person is going to be someone who understands resilience. They are going to be someone who has also been through their own battles and challenges. This is not someone who has had an easy breezy life where everything was handed to them. No, your future spouse is someone who has faced difficulties and came out stronger because of them. They have that same warrior energy that you have developed. They understand what it means to keep going even when things get tough. And I think this is actually going to be one of the things that bonds you two together so deeply. You will both understand each other's protective nature. You will both understand why the other person needs time to truly open up and trust. There will be this mutual respect for each other's journey and each other's scars. Your future spouse is not going to rush you or pressure you to tear down your walls before you are ready. They are going to be patient with you because they get it. They have their own walls too. The timing aspect that I am picking up from the Nine of Wands is that this person is coming into your life after you have done this necessary healing work. They are not coming in while you are still in the middle of your deepest wounds. They are coming after you have already proven to yourself that you can stand on your own, that you are strong, that you are resilient. This is important because it means your relationship with them will not be about needing someone to complete you or save you. It will be about two whole people choosing to walk through life together. The second card that came out is the Empress, and oh my goodness, Taurus. This energy is so beautiful and it makes so much sense for you. The Empress is literally your ruling planet Venus in full expression. This card is all about abundance, nurturing, creativity, beauty, and deep feminine energy. And what this is telling me about your future spouse is that this person is going to bring out the most abundant, creative, and nurturing side of you. Your future marriage is going to be characterized by this Empress energy, which means it is going to be filled with beauty, comfort, and a sense of true partnership where you both nurture each other's growth. This is someone who appreciates the finer things in life just like you do. They understand the value of creating a beautiful home, of enjoying good food, of surrounding themselves with comfort and quality. They are not someone who is going to mock your love for nice things or make you feel bad about wanting stability and beauty in your life. But the Empress is also telling me something really specific. About your future spouse's character, this person has a very nurturing nature. They might be someone who is very caring towards others, someone who has a natural ability to make people feel comfortable and cared for. They could work in a field where they help or nurture others in some way. Or they might just have this quality naturally where people are drawn to them because they feel safe around them. I am also getting that your future spouse is going to be someone who values family and the idea of creating something lasting together. The Empress is very much about fertility and creation, and this does not necessarily mean children, although it could, but it definitely means creating a life together that feels abundant and full. This person wants to build something real with you. They are not interested in casual or surface-level connections. They want depth, commitment, and something that grows more beautiful over time. The Empress is also giving me timing information here, and what I am seeing is that this person comes into your life during a period when you are really in your own Empress energy. This might be a time when you are feeling good about yourself, when you are taking care of yourself, when you are appreciating your own worth and not settling for less than you deserve. You might be in a phase where you are focused on your own growth, maybe developing your creativity or your career, really investing in yourself and your own abundance. And this is actually the perfect timing because the Empress teaches us that we attract what we embody. When you are in your full Empress power, valuing yourself and knowing your worth, that is when this person who truly sees and appreciates that worth will enter your life. They are going to be drawn to your confidence, to your self-assurance, to the way you carry yourself with grace and dignity. The third card I pulled is the Six of Swords, and this one is really interesting because it is a card of transition and moving forward. What this is telling me about your future spouse is that meeting this person represents a significant transition in your life. You are moving away from something and towards something much better. The Six of Swords shows someone in a boat moving from rough waters to calmer waters. And Taurus, this is exactly what your journey to meeting your spouse looks like. This card is confirming that you have been through some rough waters in your romantic life. There have been situations that were turbulent, maybe relationships that felt like constant struggle, connections that drained you rather than uplifted you. But the Six of Swords promises that you are moving away from all of that. Your future spouse represents the calm waters you have been seeking. They represent peace, stability, and a relationship that does not feel like constant work or struggle. What I am really picking up about your future spouse from this card is that they are going to be someone who brings you mental peace. The Six of Swords is in the Suit of Swords, which is all about the mind and communication. This person is going to be someone you can actually talk to, someone who understands you mentally and intellectually. After perhaps being with people who did not get you or who you could not communicate effectively with, this person is going to feel like such a breath of fresh air. They are going to be reasonable, logical, and fair in how they approach conflicts or disagreements. They are not someone who is going to create drama or play mind games. They value clear communication, and they are going to help you move past old patterns of relating that maybe were not healthy. With them, you are going to learn what it feels like to be in a relationship where you can actually resolve issues calmly and move forward together. The timing element in the Six of Swords is really clear to me. This person comes into your life when you are ready to leave behind old patterns and old hurts. There is a sense of you being ready to embark on a new journey, ready to move forward in a different direction. This might be after you have done some significant personal growth work, maybe after therapy or deep self-reflection, after you have really processed past relationships and what you learned from them. I am getting that there might be some kind of physical transition connected to meeting this person as well. The Six of Swords can sometimes indicate travel or relocation, so you might meet this person when one of you is in transition, maybe moving to a new place or traveling. Or it could be that your relationship with them involves some kind of journey together. Perhaps you end up relocating together, or there is some element of movement and change that comes with this connection. The fourth card is the Lovers, and can we talk about how perfect this card is for a reading about who you will marry? The Lovers is the card of partnership, of choosing someone, of that deep soul connection that goes beyond just physical attraction. This card showing up is confirming that your future marriage is going to be based on a genuine soul connection. What the Lovers is telling me about your future spouse is that this is someone who aligns with you on a deep level. This is not just about surface compatibility. This is about your values aligning, your life paths aligning, your souls recognizing each other. The Lovers card is ruled by Gemini, which is all about communication and mental connection. So this is reinforcing what we saw with the Six of Swords. Your future spouse is someone you connect with mentally and spiritually, not just physically. This person is going to be someone who respects your autonomy and your choices. The Lovers is about two individuals who choose to come together while still maintaining their own identities. Your future spouse is not going to try to control you or change you. They are going to love you for exactly who you are. They are going to celebrate your individuality, while also creating this beautiful union with you. I am also getting that there might be an element of choice or decision that is very conscious and deliberate when it comes to this relationship. This is not going to be something that just happens to you. You are going to actively choose this person, and they are going to actively choose you. There is going to be this moment or period where you both recognize that this is it, this is the person, and you are going to make a conscious decision to commit to each other. The Lovers can also indicate that this person might come into your life through some kind of social connection or through friends. There might be someone who introduces you, or there might be a social situation where you meet. This person could have excellent social skills and be someone who has a good network of friends and connections. In terms of timing, the Lovers is suggesting that this connection happens when you are really clear about what you want in a partner. You are not going to meet this person when you are confused or uncertain about your desires. You are going to meet them when you have a clear sense of your values, what matters to you in a relationship, and what kind of partnership you want to create. The universe sends us our person when we are clear about what we are calling in, and the Lovers is confirming that your clarity is what helps manifest this connection. The fifth card I drew is the Page of Wands, and this brings such a refreshing energy to this reading. The Page of Wands is all about enthusiasm, adventure, new beginnings, and a youthful spirit. What this card is revealing about your future spouse is that this person has a very enthusiastic and passionate approach to life. Your future spouse is someone who is excited about life. They have dreams, they have goals, they have things they are passionate about. They are not someone who is just coasting through life with no direction or ambition. They have that fire, that spark, that drive to pursue what excites them. And this is going to be really attractive to you because as a Taurus, you value people who have substance and purpose. The Page of Wands person is someone who is going to bring more spontaneity and adventure into your life. Now, I know, Taurus, you love your routines and your comfort, but this person is going to gently encourage you to try new things, to step outside your comfort zone occasionally, to be a little bit more spontaneous. And the beautiful thing is, they are going to do this in a way that does not feel threatening or uncomfortable. They are going to make new experiences feel fun and exciting rather than scary. This person is likely to be creative or involved in something creative. They might work in a creative field, or they might just have creative hobbies and interests. They see life as an adventure and they approach things with curiosity and openness. They are the kind of person who is always learning something new, always exploring, always growing. The Page energy also suggests that this person might be younger than you, or they might just have a more youthful energy. Even if they are the same age or older, they have maintained this enthusiastic, curious approach to life. They have not become jaded or cynical. They still believe in possibilities, and they still get excited about things. What I love about the Page of Wands showing up in this reading is that it indicates your marriage is going to stay fresh and exciting. This is not going to be one of those relationships where you fall into a rut and everything becomes boring and predictable. Your spouse is going to keep things interesting. They are going to suggest new date ideas, new places to explore together, new things to try. Life with them is going to feel like an ongoing adventure. The timing with the Page of Wands is interesting because pages represent beginnings and messages. This could indicate that this person comes into your life in a surprising way, maybe through an unexpected message or introduction. The beginning of your connection might feel very fresh and new, like you are both starting a new chapter. This could happen when you are also starting something new in your own life, maybe a new job, a new project, or a new phase of personal development. The sixth card is the Three of Swords, and okay, I know this card can look scary because it literally shows a heart being pierced by three swords. But hear me out on what this is actually revealing about your future spouse and your marriage. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak and painful truths, but in the context of this reading, it is showing me something very specific. This card is telling me that both you and your future spouse have experienced heartbreak before meeting each other. We already saw this theme with the Nine of Wands, but the Three of Swords is making it even clearer. Your future spouse is someone who has been through significant emotional pain in their past. They have had their heart broken. They know what it feels like to lose someone they cared about or to be disappointed by love. And here is why this actually matters, and why this is important information. The fact that your future spouse has been through heartbreak means they are going to understand your pain too. They are going to understand why you might be guarded sometimes. They are going to understand why you need reassurance. They are not going to dismiss your feelings or tell you to just get over past hurts. They get it because they have been there too. This shared experience of heartbreak is actually going to be something that creates deep empathy between you two. You will both be gentle with each other's tender spots. You will both understand that healing takes time and patience. There will be this unspoken understanding between you about the importance of treating each other's hearts with care. The Three of Swords is also telling me that your relationship with your Future spouse might begin during or shortly after a period of healing from past heartbreak. One or both of you might be emerging from a painful situation when you meet. This could be the ending of a previous relationship, or it could be finally processing and healing from something that happened in the past. But here is the beautiful part about the Three of Swords in this context. This card is not just about the pain, it is also about the truth that pain reveals. Sometimes we need to go through heartbreak to really understand what we want and do not want in a relationship. We need to experience what does not work so we can recognize what does work when it shows up. Your past heartbreak and your future spouse's past heartbreak are both going to serve a purpose in helping you both recognize and appreciate the real thing. When you find each other, your future spouse is going to be someone who has learned from their pain. They are not bitter or closed off because of what they went through. Instead, they have used their experiences to become more compassionate, more understanding, and more committed to doing relationships differently. They know what did not work before, and they are determined to create something better. The timing here is indicating that this person comes into your life after necessary endings have occurred. There might be something that needs to end or clear out before space can be made for this new connection. The Three of Swords is about that painful but necessary clearing, and once that clearing happens, the space opens up for this person to enter your life. The seventh card is the Four of Wands, and this is such a beautiful, celebratory card to get in a reading about marriage. The Four of Wands is literally the card of celebration, homecoming, marriage, and stable foundations. This is such a direct confirmation about the marriage energy we are looking at here. What the Four of Wands is revealing is that your marriage to this person is going to be a true celebration. This is not going to be something you are settling for or something you are unsure about. When you marry this person, it is going to feel like a genuine celebration of love, commitment, and partnership. There is going to be joy around this union, both for you and for the people who love you. The Four of Wands is very much about creating a home together. And this is telling me that one of the most important aspects of your marriage is going to be the home and life you build together. Your future spouse is someone who values home and stability just like you do. They want to create a beautiful, comfortable space where you both feel safe and happy. They are someone who is going to be excited about building a life with you, about making plans for your shared future, about creating traditions together. This card is showing me that your marriage is going to have a very solid foundation. The Four Wands in the card create a structure, a framework that is stable and secure. This is not a flimsy or uncertain connection. This is a relationship built on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine commitment. Your future spouse is someone who takes marriage seriously and who is ready for that level of commitment. I'm also getting that there might be some kind of celebration or gathering that is significant in the story of how you two get together or decide to get married. The Four of Wands often shows up around engagements, weddings, or other significant celebrations. There might be a party or gathering where something significant happens between you two, or your relationship might begin at some kind of celebratory event. The community aspect of the Four of Wands is also important here. This card suggests that your relationship and marriage will be supported by your community, your friends, your family. People are going to be happy for you. They are going to see how good you are together, and they are going to celebrate your union. This is not going to be a relationship where people are concerned or doubtful. People are going to recognize that you found something real. In terms of timing, the Four of Wands suggests that the marriage might happen relatively quickly once you meet this person and establish your connection. This is not necessarily someone you are going to date for many years before getting engaged. Once you both recognize that this is it, you are going to be ready to move forward and make it official. The Four of Wands energy is about not wasting time once you have found what you are looking for. The eighth card is the Emperor. And this is really significant because the Emperor is actually the card that corresponds to your sign, Taurus. Both the Emperor and Taurus are associated with stability, structure, responsibility, and building something lasting. So having the Emperor show up in a reading about your future spouse is really telling. What this card is revealing is that your future spouse has very strong Emperor qualities. This is someone who is responsible, reliable, and mature. They are not a flake. They are not someone who makes promises they cannot keep or commitments they are not ready for. When they say they are going to do something, they do it. When they commit to you, they mean it. The Emperor is about structure and leadership, so your future spouse is likely someone who has their life together. They probably have a stable career or they are building something significant professionally. They are good with practical matters like finances and planning. They think about the future and they make decisions with the long term in mind. This is someone you can depend on, someone who is going to be a true partner in building a stable life together. This person likely has a very protective nature. The Emperor is about protection and provision, so your future spouse is going to be someone who wants to take care of you and protect you. This does not mean they are going to be controlling or treat you like you cannot take care of yourself, but they are going to have this natural instinct to look out for you and make sure you are okay. The Emperor can also indicate someone who has authority or leadership in their field. They might have a position of responsibility in their career, or they might just be someone who naturally takes on leadership roles. People respect them. They carry themselves with a certain dignity and authority that comes from knowing who they are and what they stand for. What I find really beautiful about the Emperor showing up here is that this person is going to match your own Taurus energy perfectly. As a Taurus, you value stability, security, and building something lasting. You need someone who is as committed to creating a stable foundation as you are. And the Emperor is telling me that your future spouse absolutely is that person. They share your values around commitment, responsibility, and creating something real. The timing with the Emperor suggests that you might meet this person when you are both in a stable, grounded place in your lives. This is not a connection that happens when you are both all over the place or uncertain about your paths. This happens when you have both established yourselves, when you both know what you want, and when you are both ready for a serious, committed partnership. The 9th card is the Ace of Swords, and this is such a powerful card about mental clarity, truth, and new perspectives. What the Ace of Swords is revealing about your future spouse is that this person is going to bring incredible mental clarity into your life. They are someone who sees things clearly, who thinks logically, and who values truth above all else. Your future spouse is someone who is very intelligent and articulate. They can communicate their thoughts clearly, and they value good communication in the relationship. They are not someone who expects you to read their mind or who plays games with communication. They are direct, honest, and clear about their thoughts and feelings. The Ace of Swords is also about cutting through confusion and illusion. And this tells me that when you meet this person, there is going to be this sense of sudden clarity. After maybe dating people who were confusing or situations that were unclear, this person is going to feel refreshingly straightforward. You are going to know where you stand with them. You are going to understand their intentions. There is no murkiness or uncertainty. This card is showing me that your future spouse has a very sharp mind. They might be highly educated, or they might just be naturally very smart and perceptive. They are good at problem solving and they approach challenges logically. When issues come up in your relationship, they are going to be someone who can talk through things rationally and find solutions. The Ace of Swords can also indicate someone who works with information, communication, or ideas. They might be a writer, teacher, lawyer, analyst, or work in some field where mental acuity is important. They value learning and intellectual growth, and they are going to be someone you can have really stimulating conversations with. What I really love about the Ace of Swords in this reading is that it promises truth in your relationship. Your future spouse is not going to lie to you or deceive you. They value honesty and integrity. Even if the truth is sometimes uncomfortable, they are going to be truthful with you. And this is going to create such a strong foundation of trust between you two. The timing aspect of the Ace of Swords is about new beginnings and breakthroughs. This person might come into your life after you have had some kind of breakthrough in your own thinking, maybe after you have gained clarity about what you really want in a partner. Aces represent new starts, so this is the beginning of a completely new chapter in your love life, one characterized by clarity, truth, and genuine understanding. The 10th and final card is the 10 of Pentacles, and oh my goodness, Taurus, I could not ask for a better card to complete this reading. The 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate card of lasting legacy, family, wealth, and long-term security. This is the card that shows the family gathered together, multiple generations, a beautiful home, and prosperity that endures. What this card is revealing is that your marriage to this person is going to be the real deal. This is not a temporary connection. This is not something that is going to fizzle out after a few years. The 10 of Pentacles represents a marriage that lasts, that creates a legacy, that builds something truly significant over time. This is your forever person. Your future spouse is someone who thinks in terms of legacy and long-term building. They want to create something that lasts, whether that is a beautiful home, a family, financial security, or all of the above. They are not short-term thinkers. They are not interested in temporary pleasures. They want to build something real and lasting with you. The Ten of Pentacles is also telling me that this marriage is going to bring you the financial security and stability you desire. As a Taurus, this matters to you. You want to know that you are building towards a secure future. And this card is promising that your marriage to this person is going to contribute to your overall prosperity and security. Together, you are going to build wealth, whether that means financial wealth, emotional wealth, or both. This card often represents family and generational connection, so your future spouse might come from a close family or they might value family highly. They want to create a strong family unit with you, whether that includes children or whether it is just the family unit of the two of you plus your extended families. They value those connections and they want to maintain and honor them. The Ten of Pentacles is showing me a beautiful home filled with love and comfort. Your future spouse is going to help you create the home of your dreams. This is someone who understands that home is not just a place but a feeling, and they are going to work with you to make your shared home a place of peace, beauty, and joy. In terms of timing, the Ten of Pentacles suggests that this relationship leads to marriage when you both feel truly ready to build something permanent. There is a sense of everything coming together, of all the pieces falling into place. This is not rushed. This happens when the timing is truly right, and when you both have reached a point in your lives where you are ready for this level of commitment and partnership. So Taurus, let me bring all of this together for you. The cards are showing me that your future spouse is someone who has been through their own challenges and has emerged stronger and more resilient. They are nurturing, stable, responsible, and they value building something lasting. They are going to bring mental clarity and peace into your life, and they are going to be someone you can truly communicate with and understand. This person is enthusiastic about life, passionate about their own pursuits, and they are going to encourage you to grow and experience new things. They have learned from past heartbreak just like you have, and this shared experience is going to create deep empathy between you. They are ready for commitment, ready for marriage, and ready to build a beautiful life with you. The timing of meeting this person is connected to your own readiness. This happens after you have healed from past hurts, after you have done the work to know yourself and know what you want, when you are in your own power and valuing yourself fully. It happens when you are both ready to move forward and build something real together. Your marriage is going to be characterized by celebration, stability, clear communication, and lasting commitment. You are going to create a beautiful home together, build wealth and security together, and create a legacy that endures. This is the kind of partnership where you both support each other's growth while building something bigger than either of you could create alone. The cards used in this reading were the Nine of Wands, the Empress, Six of Swords, the Lovers, Page of Wands, Three of Swords, Four of Wands, the Emperor, Ace of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. Each of these cards revealed an important aspect of who you will marry and the timing and nature of this significant connection. Hope this reading gave you the clarity and hope you were looking for about your future marriage. Trust that this person is coming, trust the timing, and most importantly, trust yourself to recognize them when they show up. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Take care, Taurus, and I will see you in the next reading.